Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new review. Behind me is the new KGM Torres. This is the hybrid. I reviewed the petrol and the EVX, the fully electric model. This time we're focusing on the hybrid. We have a premium plus trim. This is the black edition. Let's check it out. Here it is, new KGM Torres hybrid, premium plus trim, black edition. Now this is the top spec with all the bells and whistles. In Croatia it starts at 39,500 euros, and this is powered by inside 1.5 TGDI. It's a turbo 4-cylinder petrol producing 150 horsepower. Next to it is the electric motor with 177 horsepower. Combined system horsepower is 204 horsepower. It is linked to 6-speed automatic. It's DHT, it's a dual hybrid transmission. Now 0 to 100 is AI says it's between 8.5 and 9. I didn't find it in the official spec. Now top speed is 180 kilometers per hour. An EV mode it's 130 kilometers per hour max, and inside is a 1.8 kilowatt hour battery. It's an LFP battery, which is great for the first time in a hybrid. That's going to allow you to drive more electric in those rush hours, or just when you're recuperating, charge it back and save a little bit on the fuel. Now, with all the technical details out of the way, let's check out the car. Now, in this top trim, you have this interesting key fob. You can lock, unlock, all standard. Panic button you can hold to open or close the power tailgate, and you can hold to turn on the headlights. I know it's very sunny, but you can see that one, it comes on. Now the back is here, KGM. So Songyang is gone completely on this model. They've completely replaced all the old badges with the new. Now let's unlock the car. You can see the turn signals are also daytime running lights. Now we have the main headlights here. These are the fog lights, unlike the EV model that had daytime running lights on the top only. Now let's come a little bit closer and check out this beauty. I already covered the petrol, so let's just cover the differences in this video. You can see here metallic black color, and it looks great when it's clean. In summer it's pretty hot, but some people just like black color. It's very stylish. You can see here we have this some sort of two gray metallic finishes on this grille. It looks very strong and leaves a presence. This is red here. Now you can see here Torres signature, big air intake on the top and on the bottom with a radar. The rest here is metallic black. This is unpainted black stretching around if you're going to unpaved road. Now in this case mirrors are blacked out, but on this black edition there's very little not black details. There's a little chrome on the under the windows, but everything else is pretty much blacked out besides these little details there. These are the headlights, so you can see the lens there, and we have the front parking sensors. On the EV model it was a middle trim and didn't have those. You can see beautiful big SUV. Now these alloys are 20-inch, 5-spoke. You can also get like from 17 to 20-inch, different options, whatever you like. Tire dimension is 245/45 R20. Great winter tires. These were refitted. Cars come with summer tires usually. Now you can see here the underbody. You can see here the metallic black side mirrors. You have the turn signal. This one has the blind spot. Since it's the top trim, it's also heated. You can see this one, it's a little bit different than the EV model we had, and the dash is familiar. You can see the VIN number. Now you have the lane assist, rain sensor. There's a light sensor on the inside mirror, double laminated front windshield. We have these blacked out roof racks. We also have a panel roof that's tinted and openable, and we have the shark fin antenna on the back. Now we have classical handles. The front have a lock unlock with the button. I think this one can be removed. There's usually a physical cylinder behind that one. You also have this one standard without the button. Now if I back up, you can see here the profile of this nice and big SUV. This one has tinted windows on the back, and then just to show you the back here, it's all blacked out in this black edition. Very nice looking big SUV, and you can see here even the back diffuser is completely blacked out. You have here cat eyes, fog light, should be reverse light on the other side. So these taillights are a bit different from the EVX. Now if we're comparing, we have here the Taurus. This is the only not blacked out KGM with a hybrid badge, and here you can see the backing camera. Now you already know this. You press here to open. This one's the power tailgate. You can use that key fob, or you can use the button that I've just used. And here's the cargo room. So let me come a little bit closer. There's a lot of sun flares. It's a sunny day. Now this is some sort of textile. You can see you just release that. Now let me just try to show you here the cargo room without my stuff in the back. So we have 703 liters of cargo space. When you knock down the seats, 1,662 if I'm not mistaken. Now what you might be interested at is underneath here. This is nice and flat. False floor 60 kilograms max. You have here a patching kit, room for a fire extinguisher, but underneath there's a battery, so there are little pockets on the side where you can put some stuff, but that's what you get. So it's a little bit smaller thanks to the battery underneath for the hybrid system. Now on the sides you have these like small cubbies on both sides. Actually, excuse me, the other side is deeper. I'm going to show you that, but here you can see you have a cold light. This one's pressable, you can switch it off, and I guess you can from the inside open or close the power tailgate. That's interesting. Just notice that detail. You can see that, right? Now on the left side, this one's again cubby but a bit deeper. There's a full outlet, plus you have here a 1 kilogram max grocery hook, so you can anchor that like that and leave it on. Now this one can be removed, and seats knock down 60-40. You can recline the seats, so let me close that up. Now on the top you have the closing button. You can manually adjust the height, hold the button to program the height. Now there's a manual unlock option, and the rest is plain. So this closes very nice. It's not too loud, doesn't slam, and you can see the big SUV. Now let's check out the back here. When the car is unlocked, you press here, so you can see here gasoline or petrol, and you can open this and hang it here. So these doors are much heavier than the EVX, and it has a good closing sound and opening sound as well. Now in the premium trim you get the sun protectors on the back, and let's check out the materials. So this one is hard plastic, same here. So this one's padded with the leatherette, and you have a rubber mat here, so it's not all cheap. You have the heated seats on the back, powered windows, speaker there, big pocket, and if you have kids you can just turn here to disable unlock from the inside. Doors go all the way down, and they open fairly wide if you need to put a child seat in. Now let me show you here the foot space. So it's nice and deep. It's a hybrid. The battery's on the back, so no compromise on the floor regarding foot space. And you can see here, this is the you have leather and you have leatherette. I think this is the leather. You have brown contrast stitching, perforation in the middle. You have the isofix down there, and you can see the top. Now we have a black headliner. You can see panel roof is open. Shade, you can open it and close it. And here, if you pull, you can knock this one down. Now, I know I left some stuff in the back, but you can see the back room from this perspective. And if you put this back, this can recline. You can see the difference. And there's here a seatbelt buckle. So maybe, yeah, let me just show you that one more time. So you can see that here, or you can do it, you can even store the buckle itself, I believe. Yeah, like that. So it doesn't make any sounds. It's nicely secure in there. You can see that. Sorry for the well angle there. Okay, plenty of feet room, plenty of knee room, considering I was sitting on the front. This is leatherette, plastic, and then 2 pockets. Now, air vents closed and open for AC. You have here 2 USBs for fast charging. These are USB-C, 27 watts, and 2 little spaces with a rubber mat. Transmission tunnel, a bit tall and wide, but not super tall, so you can squeeze a third person, but the seats are, again, usually profiled for 2 people comfortably on the back, which can have an armrest and 2 cups. Now this is the view at the back, and since this one has a panel roof, it has lights here. You can turn them on or off. They're on by default because the doors are open. You have little hooks here on the back on both sides. These are slowly closing, all 3 sides besides the driver. Now you have here seatbelts height adjustable, and you have these. So these are like little hooks that have this rubber piece on the back, so you can maybe hang something here as well. And just a little glance here at the interior. Now I've noticed here there's like an air vent for the battery, and when you close the doors, so that's that. There's actually something in the manual suggested there that you can find out more about. Good closing sound. Now let me just close this one. You can see how that looks. So if you want to have some privacy, or if you have kids on the back seat, this is how this looks. Now it'd be cool if they added like this mesh on the top, so you can like have it open but not fully transparent. Yeah. Now let me show the headspace here with the panel roof. Now if I want to straight up, I'm actually completely fine thanks to the roof that's going from the beginning of the car upwards and then behind my head going downwards. So I have plenty of headroom. Huge thumbs up for KGM for the great design. Now here's the front end, and you can notice that we have now KGM instead of the SsangYong's badge. I'm not really sure why they did that change, but that was, I guess, some sort of marketing decision. Okay, so moving to the front seat. Again, amazing closing sound. This is softly padded with stitching. Same softly padded, the rest is identical. You can fold the mirrors manually, adjust them electronically. Front windows are fully automatic. You can disable the window unlock from the rear, and here lock unlock the car. Big speaker. I think there's another one, yep, over here. And 2 big pockets. So this one's for the bottle. If you put it here, it's just gonna fall down. And tire pressure is not here. This is like for the weight. It's actually on the other side. And here's the aluminum doorstep, so you can have that as well in the premium trim. Now carpets are anchored, automatic paddles. You can see those. This is a fuse box, not a storage. And you can see steering column is adjusted in all directions manually. Now you have the powered seat in this premium trim, so you can see here the knee area goes up and down, the whole seat goes up and down. You can see the tilt, and you can see the lumbar. So that's all great. The front passenger seat has this controls, so you can easily move it from the back or the driver position. And you can see here 2 USB-Cs with a full outlet and a big storage room with the ambient light below. And on the top here around the middle bridge. Now if you add the top, and I'm gonna move in. Now, great closing sound, once again, and good soundproof. Okay, this is the point of view. This is going to be point of view driving with no comments, and night point of view driving review with impressions behind the wheel. Now, I'm going to turn on the car. So, press the brake. I need some AC because it's pretty hot. Black car and sun are ideal combination if you like warm temperatures. Now, let me just see if the AC is running because I think it's off. AC on, auto. I'm just gonna leave it to like low settings so the fan isn't too loud. Now, let's focus on the interior here, and we're gonna then dive into the infotainment. So you can see here 4-spoke steering wheel, contrast brown stitching. This is leather perforated on the top, has a nice grip, nice design here. And again, we have the new KGM. It's not a badge actually, it's just leathers, but that's what you get now. These are the same nice physical buttons, just a little bit of piano black background there. Voice commands, phone calls, volume up and down, press to mute. I prefer maybe a roller. This is too slow. If you want to do it manually, you have to do it over the screen. It's faster. I'm going to show you that. This one's for the media sources. Lane centering. I forgot this one, but I'm pretty sure you're going to figure it out. And maybe like for radio stations. I forgot now. Apologies. Cruise control, speed limiter, distance for the radar. This one's for the trip computer. And this is in trip computer up and down, press to reset, and this is for the speed, for the cruise control to adjust the speed. Now you can see here recuperation paddles by default. This is going to be on level 2 recuperation. You can crank it up to level 3 or just lower it completely to 0. You can see here your headlights, keep them on auto. This is for the front and rear fogs, and that's it. On the other side you have the wiper controls. This is the front wipers, this is the rear wiper. You have the automatic wipers. Now this is softly padded, hard plastic at the bottom. You have this copper detail. This one has the ambient lights. You can see piano black, closed open air vent, and this is all softly padded. There's a speaker next to the A-pillar. That's hard plastic. Actually, yeah, hard plastic. You can hear the difference. You have the nice stitching there. Now this screen flashes on the sun. I'm gonna move the car once we get to the screen so you can see that with less flashing. And you can see the dash is nice symmetrical. There's a big glove compartment. There's a warm light inside. This is pretty spacious. There's some stuff in there. And you can see here the air vents. You can see the start stop button, hazards. There's a rubber mat here. You see these. If you want to use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you need to put your USB in this one. And automatic, if you put it through reverse, you can also see the reverse camera. You have front and rear parking sensors. If you put it to drive, or park, you can see the P is now on, but if you press it, it goes off, and then it's here. So that's that. I know there's a lot of sun, so you can see that. I think this one doesn't do anything. If you press it manually, it just engages and disengages automatically. There's a rubber mat. You can put USB through this, so you can have your phone here. There's 2 cup holders adjustable with a rubber mat. There's a wireless charger on the top trim right here. I know there's a little piano black here, but what can you do? It's not perfect. We all know all the goodies and the bad sides of it. This is, you can press in, but it's a bit on the stiffer side. It's not super smushy. When you press in, you can see the wireless charger, and there's a carpet here, so there's a lot of space here. So press this one to open that. It doesn't slide back and forward. Tilt and back and forward. The seats are quite comfortable. These are ventilated on the front, heated on front and rear. So that's the rear view. Before we dive into the screens, just to show you here, we have auto dimming on this one. We have a bezel here. It's not too big, but it's there. You can open the panel roof. It goes pretty wide enough back, so that's nice. Now you can't press it once. See? You have to keep holding it, which is not really practical. In order to close it, you can of course vent that, and then you have the shade. This one needs to be pressed in if you want the lights to come on when the doors are open. You can press this one to engage all the lights inside or individually, and these are called LED. Now, driver has here a mic for phone calls. These are, I believe, temperature sensors. These, you can put documents here. This one turns on. It's matching with this one, so you can see that. And there's a big beauty mirror. Now, this was extending, if I'm not mistaken, in the EVX. It was extending here as well, but it's not completely covered. But hey, I'll give it a pass. It does extend. So instead of having this, you can have at least half covered, practical in the summer. And as I mentioned, this is flashing on the screen when it's sunny. Now, you can see here headspace, plenty of headroom. Okay, since this is flashing on your screen, it's actually on the camera, not in person. I am going to move the car. Now, just going to reposition like this, so we are in the shade. Press speed to park. And now actually might close the shade up there, so you can see that as well. It's closing. And yeah, so this is like much better. You can even see now the interior much better. You can see how the screen just stopped flashing, and you can see those ambient lights around there. I think they were around here. You can barely see that, but I'm gonna do a night tour maybe. Okay, let's focus on the digital cockpit. Now, I've set the sport theme. There's actually 3 options. There's an eco, comfort, and sport. I prefer this one. Now, if you press this one, you have here lane assist, lane centering. You can have map on full display. Now, for some reason, I think someone just choose the dark theme. There's a light theme. You can have here radio or media sources, and then this is the trip computer. If you use the little arrows right here, you can see energy flow, tire pressure, trip A, trip B. I haven't reset this one or this one, so you can see the average fuel consumption when I picked up the car. I'm probably going to do my own consumption test. So once again, just to run through these, you can see now the fuel tank is 50 liters. It is topped up. I think it was like 750. I've driven it just a little bit when it was full, so that's that. Now you have here the AC menu. On this one, you can see you have ventilated and heated seats. This is the heated, and this is the ventilated option. This is pretty cold. Okay, so you can see those. You have the heated steering wheel, so it's only on and off, doesn't have levels. You can remove that, have the full map here. If you go, this is a TomTom map. You have the settings, and there's plenty of options here. I'm not going to go through all. You can have here switch automatically, so this is going to switch to light theme. There's all the standard settings for the maps, like avoid tools and so on. So this is like a light theme, and this is the home menu. It actually brings the apps on. So this is I already showed you that, excuse me. You can see here the radio. Now let me play some music. Okay, let me just find something here, maybe with some music. Oh, this is classical. Okay, I have to mute. Now there's a pull down menu. That's the menu I was mentioning. Here you have driving modes. You have comfort, sport, or eco. And on the bottom here you can see these change. Now here you can disable quickly the annoying over speed limit. If you're doing point of view driving, you can disable this one as well. It's annoying. You have some shortcuts here that you can customize. You can switch off the screen, then it's just supposed to show you clock. You have these for the AC. You press here. Whoa, sorry. Okay, you have FM, AM, and DAB. I haven't really played with middle, treble, and so on. Now, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Again, you have to use the left USB for that. You can disable the speakers in the rear if you have kids. Climate settings, classical, big menu. And there's no return button from this one. That's odd. So, okay, so excuse me, this is the home menu. And then there's the app menu. You can have your phone here when it's connected. You have the compass here, and then this is the app menu. Apologies. You can connect the device, so you can have Bluetooth calls, but Apple CarPlay and Android, again, USB. Let's run through the general settings. I'm not sure what the screen is, just flickering again. Display, you can see those. So there's this green theme and black theme. I prefer the blue one. Split screen. So in order for me not to read all of these, just watch here. So let's just play with the sound a little bit better. So I'm going to play that one more time. So yeah, this is the faster way for the radio. So I wish there was a roller button on the steering wheel or a slider that's like physical, but yeah, you can see that. Also, like brightness, you can increase it here, headlight angle, and so on. Here you have sounds for the infotainment if you want that, clock, languages, system, storage. Now these all, I have to say this and confirm, so I'm just going to skip those. And vehicle settings. So again, sorry, it's flickering. I'm focused on the screen rather than on my display. Here you have all of these settings. Now, journalists like to switch most of these off because they're just sometimes super annoying. And, oh wait, sorry. Not sure if I skipped anything. Okay, so you can reset everything. You have here virtual sound, convenience, steering wheel, alignment. So this is just on the screen. Actually, I can switch this off. Same. Lights, coming, leaving, home. This is for the ambient lights. So you have a few colors and an RGB switch, user color, and yeah, those are the options there. Door tailgate. So those are your options. And climate. Okay, I think I've passed through everything. I did pass through this one. So that's it. That's the whole infotainment. It's not too complicated. It's easy to use. Now I wish there was a navigation immediately here. You can press and then it goes into the navigation. Whoa. So yeah, again, this is not something you see in person. And before I wrap up the video, I like to keep it around 30 minutes, not too long, not too short. Okay, apps. So this is a bit not the most practical solution. Let me see here. Vehicle, driver assistance, dashboard settings, display settings. Okay, so here you can have eco. So that's the eco. You have the comfort and you have the sport. You can set it automatically to change with the driving mode. So that's that. I'm gonna wrap it up here. That's the whole infotainment. I'm in park. I'm gonna switch it off and stay tuned for the night tour, because I'm not sure if the petrol had the ambient lights. If it didn't, I'm gonna do a night tour of this one. If it did, I'm not going to do it because it's the same car, it's just a different trim. And okay, so let me just open the bonnet here, or the hood. Okay, so you have to push it up. It's just a little bit left of the T. This is the center, so you just press that up. Here's the KGM hybrid engine cover. Here's the washer fluid for the user. Now this might be a coolant, I'm not sure, but considering that they've completely covered the petrol, I'm gonna get here. You can see the petrol, again 1.5, 4-cylinder turbo petrol, 150 horsepower. And yeah, you can see here through, there's an electric motor, again 177 horsepower combined, 204 horsepower with, again, a large 1.8 kilowatt-hour battery, which is LFP. That was a tour of the new Torres KGM Premium Plus Black Edition hybrid powertrain. Now, like, share, comment below, you know what to do, helping with the algorithm. And if you want to see more, check out the separated day point of view driving with no comments, night point of view driving with impressions, fuel consumption, and night tour. See you in the next one. Bye.